Look at this drone coming through. I don't know where that came from. That's freaking awesome. Alright guys, so I'm down here at the museum. I'm just going to start right here and take a look. These here are a bunch of like old replicas, stuff like the old models of gas cans, gas pumps, air pumps, just all kinds of wild stuff. We'll just keep moving along here. So guys, I'm not going to read everything. I'm just going to go to each one and let you get a good look at it. This here I can tell you is old chauffeur stuff that they used to use. But over here you're gonna have more models, and that airplane's made out of metal, you can tell. I just can't fit this whole thing in the picture. That's the problem. I gotta step back. Then you can't really see it that well, huh? Anyways, there's that. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna get to the cars. I just think there's some people out there that probably grew up with stuff like this and would like to see it. Like I said, my channel is not about making money. It is truly just about a hobby, and maybe someday, I mean, you gotta get out there and do the work. And I kind of got lazy on editing. I was getting real good at editing, and then I just got lazy. Started recording bands, and then you just cut the tracks, and it's that easy. So anyways, here's more toys, whatever you want to call them. You can see the metal. These are metal Ferris wheels up. I gotta get rid of this gum. These are metal Ferris wheels up here. And if you come over here, this is all Titanic stuff, which is cool. This used to be one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. We've all seen it. That's a model of it, but if you look right here, that was on the Titanic. That was on the Titanic. Captain's officer, let me zoom in. That was on the Titanic. So yeah, holler Titanic. Now we're gonna pan over here and we're gonna see boats and submarines. Now whether you're a military guy out there or not, I wasn't in the military. My grandfather, my father, and my brother were. Submarines are so important in a war. We hold such an advantage because of that, because they're so hard to find and so hard to trace, and they're armed with nukes. So that's what really keeps the world rolling, guys. Here's some more. It's model stuff. I think model stuff's kind of cool. You can kind of see the inside of what this looked like. It's actually the George Washington. That's a toy right there. But that's cool. It shows it like that. All right, let's pan over to the next area. Like I said, don't worry. We'll get to the cars. No idea what that is. Go to the next one. Okay, guys, so this is just going to be part of the big video. This is a Bulletproof car. I'm not going to read it all. It's a Jaguar Hoover Bulletproof car from 1935, and it explains, you can see the bullet holes, and they're all one of two guns, a 38 or a 45. Very, very common guns back then, especially a 38 snub. Very common gun. Anyways, as used anyways. So if you look at, you can see the outer, let me zoom in, outer armor plate. So they had all kinds of stuff in here. I'm gonna just hold this for a second so people can read it. You can pause it if you need to. And I'm gonna do the same for this one right here. Okay. And this is actually the glass. This is the last piece of glass in this car that they had left over. But if you see, like, that's wood right there. This is old. This is old. And then you got John Dillinger. That's definitely one of the better pieces in here. All right, we're gonna do some cool stuff now. These here are 1946 motorette cars, okay? They were three-wheeled. It would be equivalent to today's version of a golf cart. Pretty interesting. I thought they were bumper cars. Anyways, let's go to some cars now. Let's do the stuff you guys want to see. And I'm just gonna go real, not quick, but I'm just going to name off what they are, and hopefully that works. A 1932 Pierce, four-door. And in 1932, they had air conditioning, power brakes, front disc. Wow, they had stuff back then I never thought they would have had. That's cool, though, whatever. This one's a 1932 Pierce Aero Model 47, 7-passenger car. And you can tell because if you look back here, you can see all the seating. Okay, this one is going to be a 31 Pierce Aero Series 43 Club Sedan. This one here. The next one is a 34 V12 Model 1248A. So this thing's got a 12-cylinder engine in it. That thing's got to have some serious power, and it's honestly one of my favorite cars in here. It's just so shined up, and I like black cars, so that's that there. It's a 34 Bentley. Doesn't say what that is. That's a mini-me. Anyways, 53 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. And guys, feel free to leave comments if any of you know anything about these cars. They are older. This is a 1940 Lincoln. So these are high-end cars. This is a 52 Hudson Hornet right here. And I'll just walk. I'm going to try to walk around so you guys can get a good shot of each one. And then if I come down here, there's a 93 or 63. I've misspoke more in one day than I have in the last 8 weeks. This is a 63 Chevy Impala SS 409. It's gonna be hard to see this, but it's, I don't know, it looks like a haul, you know. And if you look here, Okay, so it shows you what it's breaking down what they paid. So the total is only $3,900 for that. I mean, that's unheard of. How you doing? Good. Some nice cars in here. This one here, guys, is a 57 Cadillac. Alright guys, here's where we start getting into the good stuff. This car right here was actually used in the movie The Man with the Golden Gun. It's a James Bond car. Actually used in the movie. And then to get onto some bikes. This is the 72 H2 750 Kawasaki. They called it the Widowmaker because of the specs on it and how it was just crazy bike. Just crazy fast, crazy braking. But I'm not a motorcycle guy, I'll say that again. So if anybody wants to chime in. It's a 56 BSA Gold Star there. Said I'm going to go fairly quick but not super quick. 65 Bonneville. 33 Norton model I8. $1939 Clubman Deluxe. This one here. And then this one, I'm gonna have to kind of. That's a 61 Matchless G12. Alright guys, so here's some more knickknacks and stuff. I don't know what a weed chain is, but okie dokie. But they have a lot of, like I said, I'm just gonna do a pan because I'd be reading for 8 hours here. So this one's more related to traffic stuff. There's a billy club down there. A lot of stuff to do with the police and like enforcement of the automobile laws and stuff. It's really cool. Give you a slow pan. How you doing?
Hi, enjoying everything?
Yeah, I'm a YouTube guy, so I do videos, so I probably sound like I'm talking to myself, but.
Oh. So you know about the Thomas Flyer?
The what flyer?
Oh, listen, you do. Okay. So, are you from Buffalo?
I'm about 40 minutes south of Buffalo. Arcade, you know where Arcade is?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So you know we're going to have the Thomas Flyer race, June, July.
Okay.
You do know that?
I heard there was something I wanted to ask here about. Some guy had told me, the guy flying the drone. I do the drones too for YouTube and stuff. He said that car that's covered is a $3 million Ferrari. Is that right?
Who told you that?
The guy that was flying the drones.
No. It's not even real. That's if you get certain Ferraris, they give you a mock.
A model.
Yeah,
a duplicate.
there's nothing. That doesn't even have a motor in it. Who the heck told you that?
I'm over there thinking, man, I wish I could get this on my channel. Yeah.
No. But
Yeah,
there is
it was the guy flying the drones. They were working for the.
But there is something that you should really.
Well, we'll take a walk with it. You can tell us what you. Welcome to YouTube.
Right over here. This is not the original. Did you see this with Jacob? He gets it open on his birthday.
I didn't see.
Yeah.
What is this exactly?
Jacob?
Is a GT40.
Yes.
It looks like the engine's in the back or the middle, huh?
It is in the back. This is the car that is designed by Henry, the Ford Motor Car Company, to crush Ferrari at Le Mans.
Yes.
Remember the movie Ford versus Ferrari?
Yeah.
Well, this is it. It's known as a GT40 because it is exactly 40 inches off the ground from the bottom of the tire to the top of the car.
Interesting. Did not know any of this. I'm not a big
That's okay.
history car guy, but I was telling her I have a YouTube channel. I try to bring people everything I can.
Look at the door on that car. Because the race.
What does it
one
open
goes
like?
off,
Does it go
you jump
up
in.
or? Oh yeah. Look at that.
Well,
See that guy? She's saying it comes down. That's kind of cool.
Jacob can open the door for you for a minute and just show you that. I mean, it's incredible. Look at that. That's the door. That's how you can get in there.
That is awesome.
Yes, it is awesome.
Yes, you really don't sit in that car, you strap it on.
Yeah.
It's a good way to put it, right? That is cool though.
Yeah, so I mean, it tops out in the 220s.
220,000,
220.
20 miles per hour. I was gonna say. That's pretty fast.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
It is the fastest vehicle in the museum.
Oh really? You know your stuff.
Not even the vets can really touch it.
Yeah, so I was going through. I think I'm gonna try to hit all these cars here.
Okay, so this Thomas Flyer is not the original Thomas, but this Thomas Flyer, we're getting the original in June, and we're getting other Thomas Flyers. There's only 34 or 35 left in the world.
Wow.
What you're seeing, this car won in the New York to Paris race.
What are you laughing at?
And it's not this car, this is the same year car. The Thomas Flyer Company is in Buffalo and Springville, New York. And
Oh yeah,
George
yeah.
Schuster-
I work in Springville.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I know
So
right
you
where
gotta
you're
come
talking.
back.
Yeah.
Because this, we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna get the car in June, and we're gonna have all kinds of events around that car.
That's cool. Yeah, that's
We beat the German, we beat the Italian.
yeah.
Yes. And,
Germans are tough.
It's a
Yeah.
very interesting race. The race started in November in Manhattan on Broadway. This car had to go all across the country in winter. What you see is what drove. It had to drive in China. It had to drive. Remember, there were no roads in
Yep.
the early 1900s.
I'm surprised some of these cars have like air conditioning. Some of the older ones. I'm like, they had that back then.
So this is, yeah.
Any stories behind any of these or no? Nothing too fat. I mean,
Many
feel free if you got any good information.
What do you think they're doing over here in that picture? Take an educated guess. They are charging cars. This is an electric charging station.
You gotta be
in
kidding me.
Buffalo in the early 1900s. I am not kidding you.
So guys, they had Teslas before they had. Pretty much, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just pointing out the facts.
Yeah.
These are electric cars.
All these?
Yes.
Wow. How dependable were they being electric back then?
They were dependable, but there was a couple, like everything else, connectivity is very important in cars. And so, in these particular cars, you had kind of two issues. One was batteries, they didn't last all that long. And the second, with connectivity, is you had to have the cars charged. And we didn't have grids across the country. So you could drive this car, but then what about when you needed it to be charged?
Yeah.
Where are you gonna
You
go?
better get to it, find a grid quick. Yeah.
Yeah. That would take the current that you needed. This is a very special one. This is a car that people used to inspect their properties in the Midwest. Remember, there were no roads.
Oh, yeah.
Back
Yeah.
then, usually a woman would drive this car and get her husband or children to drive her so she could inspect the properties, the farms. But if she couldn't find a family member, she would drive the car from the back seat, and that's where you got backseat driver. If you look, you see there's
Is that where that
steering-
came from?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
If you look, you'll see there's no steering wheels. They're tillers.
Oh, yeah.
And there's one in the back and one in the front. And the woman, if she couldn't find anybody to drive her, would drive it from the back seat using that tiller. This
That
is
is
a very
incredible.
rare car because Braun Carriage Maker was the most famous carriage maker, top company in the world, located in Buffalo. This window is so rare. The early cars look like coaches, but you can see that curved glass. You're
Yeah.
looking at one of a kind. We can't even find the replacement pieces for that.
Yeah, they'd have to be like machined or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's this Buffalo? What kind of car is this? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool what they did to it, though.
Yeah.
Is there any really other fantastic pieces I can get on
Yeah.
my channel? And I'll give you the channel so you can see yourself doing, showing me the cars and stuff.
Okay.
Cool?
Cool.
You know your stuff. You know more than I do about this, that's for sure.
You should talk. That's what the two owners and founders of the museum are right there, Jim and Mary Ann. So you should tell them
Okay,
what you're doing.
I should.
These are very special cars right here. This car comes from Warren, Ohio. This is a very famous car to this area. It's Packard for many reasons. You see that clutch?
Yep.
Well, that's the first H clutch.
What is an H clutch?
You know when you used to stick shift the car,
Yep.
it would go.
Oh yeah, the different numbers
Yeah,
and it,
yeah.
okay, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so that is the H clutch. There it is.
Look at that.
See that?
It's wild.
And if you look at the mechanics of this, you can see it still has remnants of chain drive bicycles. You see
Yeah, I
the
seen
chain?
that earlier and I was like, I wonder if that's
Okay,
how.
but this is an electric car.
Oh wow.
And if you look at the mechanics, if you look under the seat, this is soldered together like a truck. This is incredible for the time period.
And what year is this?
This is 1902.
Wow.
What's really famous about this car is this car, for the Buffalo area, this car was in a race in New York. And it was going to go to the Pan American exhibit. And McKinley was going to pay for this car. But what happened is this very car was detained in Rochester, New York, because of the fact that McKinley was shot. This is the car you're looking at.
It's almost a little breathtaking for a second.
Yeah. You might say that.
Wow, the old mufflers on them.
And here's a little bit of information about the Packard, per se. But you ought to come back for the Thomas Flyer days.
When's that?
June, July.
Okay, guys, here's another one, guys. I'm gonna make a full video, but here's another one I really wanted to post. This is the Playboy car. I didn't even know this existed. Right next to the slot machine. Never even knew they made cars. I'm not saying the magazine did. Playboy automobiles under construction at the Tonawanda plant. So this was made right in Tonawanda, guys. You can kind of see, I'll zoom in a little bit. Look at that, look at that speedometer, man. Ooh, I remember that from back in the day. Yeah, that's the Playboy car. Like I said, there'll be a full video coming, but I just wanted to get this one out there. You can see it looks like they put Hefner in the middle there. It's just not a great, yeah, that's him, yep. That's cool. Pierce Aero Factory baseball uniform. So they had a baseball team. Giving back with these bats and that old glove. And then here we have, I'm not sure what all this is, guys. It's definitely a bass drum. Here's some other things, guys. This looks like well, this here is a 1910 Pierce headlight. And these are how they these are clocks from there. From the arrow, from the Pierce Arrow people that built the cars. That's the clocks they used in the facility.
And as you look around, some of these are quite interesting in these places. So I'll show you one more thing.
This one was on a seat.
Look around. Well, that's probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've been to that building before. It looks so familiar.
Down the street from where I used to live next door, where that Lamborghini was. There was a place.
Now this is interesting, guys, because this is a dry air polar refrigerator. So this thing right here is a refrigerator, basically equivalent to a bar at your house today, really. But yeah, that's how they refrigerated stuff there. So we're gonna take a walk around and just slowly pan a lot of bicycles they have here. I'm not gonna read the years off or anything like that. Usually I do all that crazy stuff, guys, but it's just too much here. The real good stuff, you know what, I should do this at an angle so you can see them. I'm gonna walk back around because people are walking towards me. Here's those big real guys, the tires are like dry rotted. Crazy. Sorry guys, it's impossible to get all these in unless you stand all the way back and there's people here, so. If you look at the bottom here, guys, this is a dual seater right here. And then the one behind it, well, you know what? I'll show you a better one. I keep getting my finger caught in the picture. That's a three-seater. Look at this little buggy too. And look at the spokes on the back of that. It's so hard for you guys to see this, I know. What I'll do is look at this thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll come back up this way, guys, just so you can see them again. You know, I find these phones are so amazing because I don't even use my gimbal hardly anymore because it's like they stay so still, even if you don't have a gimbal. They're not perfect, but good enough. That's a 4-cylinder motorcycle right there. It looks like I mean, it is kind of a bike, but there's an engine on it. Here's another one here. Like I said, guys, there's people here, so it's hard to get the shots exactly the way I want them, because the one thing I don't like doing, even when I'm filming bands, is I don't like to get in people's way. I'm courteous like that. Like, I'm not going to stand in the front of a band in the center of the show for the whole show. It's just, I just can't do it. It's not fair to other people, you know? So I think I'm just stuck on the band thing because I'm waiting for Appetite to play another show. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk through a couple more things here. I'm not sure what this is or why it's here. And one last time, guys, I really don't know what all of this is, but I'm sure it's important to somebody. Do a nice slow walk here. Look at those old hats up there. They're stylish though. I ain't gonna take that away from one. Look at this lady. She looks happy. Garage hinge doors. Look at that. There's auto lamps. These, I don't even know what these are here. I mean, I don't even want to make a guess because I'd probably sound stupid and I don't want to do that, so. Over here we have the Jello. Here it is with the American Pickers. There she is, Daniel Colby. She was here 6 years ago. Wow, 125 bucks. Yep, she was here. Seen that show a billion times. Right here. Okay, so they actually acquired this. They actually acquired this from American Pickers. And look at Jim Wolf. Look at how he's so skinny compared to what he was before. I mean, like nowadays, he's much skinnier than that. But there he is, and they sold him this. Got acquired. That's really cool, man. That is really cool. So, take a walk down here. Sorry for the shaking, guys. These are our old gas pumps. And then I'll show you some of the cars here. Well, this kind of worked out nice because my battery's about to die, guys, which is not surprising one bit. But I won't leave you hanging because there's a few more cars here. I did a lot of shorts today. I kind of need them. I haven't been posting shorts in a while. So I think I have all that I need. Got a lot of stuff, guys. There's gonna be some editing today. Old motor oil cans. You know, it's hard sometimes to tell what some of this is, even though they say it. Like this was some trophies for the motorboat club. Motorboat, son of a gun. Anyways, 1940 lad's car. A lot of this I probably won't be too familiar with. So this is the car, it looks like, that following day of the meeting public fatally shot. This is Henry, originally from the Brunn Carriage Works. As you can see here, these are old gas pumps, back when things were great. Look at this drone coming through. I don't know where that came from. That's freaking awesome. Always something wild. Okay, I mean, stop my camera for no reason.